Kanye West did an interview with GQ, and man, is it hard to find anything that's even mildly redeeming in there. Now, I have to, give this warning in advance. I'm a fan of rap, and I like Kanye West's music, so I'm biased in his favor in at least one way. And what I listen to most is rap and R&B. So I'm trying, man. I was trying through reading this interview to find something defensible in what Kanye has become, but it's time to face facts. The dude is a living parody right now. Okay? He's a shell of a human being. Now, would I be covering this story if there wasn't some kind of serious political angle to it? No, I wouldn't. I'll get to the serious political angle in a second. There are about 13,000 things he said that we could harp on. I'm only going to focus on 3 real quick. First, the lighter stuff. He was asked the question in the interview, if the time he walked into a sign when he was trying to avoid the paparazzi, he was asked if that's embarrassing. Okay? The interviewer said, "Does that kind of mockery feel like an effort to defang you?" Kanye says, quote, "There's no fangs. I don't have fangs. I'm a porcupine. I'm a blowfish. Like I'm a... What's the fish that blows up?" The guy says, "A blowfish?" Kanye, "Yeah, I'm a blowfish. I'm not a shark. I'm a blowfish. So that's the perfect example about me hitting my head. It's like a blowfish. I wasn't coming out of my house going to a paparazzi's house to attack them. I'm defending my family in front of my house. I'm defending my name as someone screaming something negative at me. That's a blowfish." Kanye, what are you doing, Kanye? Kanye, what are you doing, Kanye? Kanye. Come on, dude. Come on. Look, I read that 3 times, trying to get into the little nooks and crannies of his mind. See what's happening in those synapses that are firing, right? I was fucking coming up with blanks, man. I finally realized at the end, well, maybe what he's saying is, well, a blowfish, it only fucking hurts when somebody tries to hurt it, so it's defensive. I guess that's what he's saying? But then again, why would you fucking use that as your example? Why are you talking about animals to begin with? I don't know. So look, that's the least crazy thing he said in the entire interview. And if you're thinking, that's the least crazy? Yes, that's the least crazy. Now on to his wedding. They say, quote, "The New York Post, page 6, this is the interviewer, has an account of your wedding that reads in part, Kanye returned 1 hour before the wedding and didn't like the all-white bar that was in front of the gold toilet tower. He took a saw and started sawing it in half himself. 2 men hold the bar stable as he sawed and sawed into the bar, defacing the entire front, screaming at everyone around him. He said it looked like a bar from Texas. Then he ordered 2 pieces of raw wood to be nailed onto the front of the bar. Once the wood was in place, now, he said, it's art. The Italian construction teams looked at this guy and couldn't believe what they were seeing." So, do you understand what happened? At his own wedding, he didn't like the way that whoever the fucking designers were did the bar. He's like, "I'm gonna saw this thing." He fucking saws it in half and then just puts, like, cheap-ass wood on top and goes, "Now it's perfect. Now it's art. Do you guys not see my brilliance and my genius?" Woo-hoo. So what does he say when the interviewer says that? Quote, "For the person that wrote that, were they involved with anything last year that was as culturally significant as the Yeezus tour or the album? The bar was terrible and the wedding planner didn't approve it with me." In other words, he's not even denying it. He's not even like, no, I didn't do that. That's fucking crazy talk. No. He's saying, yeah, I did it. And did the designers do Yeezus? No, I did Yeezus. I'm a genius. So they didn't approve the bar with me. I've made it better. Dude, this guy's fucking Looney Tunes. Insane in the membrane. But the worst part of all. The interviewer asked, "They say you gave a 45-minute toast to yourself at the wedding." Kanye says, quote, And what I talked about in it was the idea of celebrity, and celebrities being treated like blacks were in the 1960s, having no rights, and the fact that people can slander your name. I said that in the toast. Kanye, come on, Kanye. What are you doing? If there was a group that I had to pick that was in the top 5 groups that are not like blacks in the 1960s who were repressed and destroyed and kept down and whipped and fucking had fire hose turned on them and dog sicked on them and had separate but equal and Jim Crow and faced overt racism and had no rights and couldn't vote, and the list goes on, right? If I had to pick any group that was not like that, people on Wall Street, politicians, and celebrities. Celebrities are the least like that. They have how much money? How many cars do celebrities usually have? Oh, well, I got a Maserati and a Lamborghini, and I got 3 mansions, one in the East Hamptons. I got one in California, in a very expensive county, if you know what I'm saying. I just made $12 million from fucking singing. I rapped. I spoke fast and rhymed, and people gave me millions of fucking dollars. Insanity. What does a doctor do? What does a nurse do? This guy's bleeding out. He just got shot in his liver. Really? Bring him in. I'll put him on the table and fucking fix that person. That guy made $500,000. That's a good amount of money. Don't get me wrong. That makes sense, right? And they should make a lot of money, right? But you talk on a track and you make millions. You're married to arguably one of the most physically attractive specimens on planet Earth, Kim Kardashian. I drool over her ass, okay? And you're complaining? Fucking one of the hottest females on the planet, making a tremendous amount of money for following your passion, rich beyond imagination. Everywhere you go, people say, oh my God, celebrity, Kanye West, and you're, I have it like the blacks in the 1960s. Who forced you on the back of a bus? Okay? Who decided to turn a hose on you? Who said you have no rights and should have no rights and harassed you endlessly and took away your right to vote and took away your money and spit on you? Oh, God, Jesus Christ, man. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. I'm trying my best, man. I was trying to be nice to Kanye, but I can't be nice to Kanye. You can't compare yourself as an insanely rich celebrity who gets paid for doing your passion. You're saying you're like blacks in the 1960s. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X are turning over in their graves listening to your punk ass and watching you saw a bar at your wedding because it's not artistic enough. Oh, God, Kanye. Rarely does a person make me so outraged that I almost get physically sick reading the dumb shit they say. But damn, son, you just put me in that position.